So I had the script, which I naively thought at the time was perfect, and now it's time to figure out how we were going to make this thing, because there was money that was needed, because we were traveling about 3 hours outside the city with a crew and a cast, but we needed some money to do this. And at the time in 2014, it was sort of the height of crowdfunding, or at least the first peak of crowdfunding. For me, I thought, okay, this is it. This is the perfect way to do this. We can reach the goal that we had set out for ourselves. Spoiler alert, we didn't. Not even close. Looking back, I realized that I had not set us up for success. Could we have gotten the money in any other scenario? I don't know. I know that the way that we had set it up and the way that I had set it up was not good. I think I was egotistical and arrogant at the time, and I thought that, okay, a Dylan Garland film, that'll get funded. Not the case. I did not set the film up for success or really to have it be understandable to those who were looking at the Indiegogo account. I think the video we had put out was a sort of comedy video. I don't even know what it was. I can't even find it anymore, but it just to launch the Indiegogo campaign. It was this video that was more comedy based, and it didn't talk about the serious nature and the specific reason as to why we wanted to make this film, that being depression and the importance of depression. And I think that was the case for two reasons. One, I think the script did not lend itself to accurately discuss it. The second part of why I didn't think that the Indiegogo worked was because I think even at that point, which would be a major theme for the next 6 years of this, I don't know if I was ready to talk openly about the subject. I don't know if I was ready to admit in a public way that this film was coming from a very personal place, but I just know that I wasn't being honest with myself with how much I wanted to open up about this thing and why it was important. So I think, like a lot of people do, I sort of fell into, well, we'll make it funny. We'll make this Indiegogo announce video funny, so that maybe people will want to support it because it's funny, and not being completely genuine and honest, saying like, hey, this is a film about depression and how somebody who is dealing with severe depression to the point of near suicide is fighting that and finally, you know, coming to terms with opening up and asking for help, which he wasn't willing to do for the majority of his life. I don't think that was covered at all. And I think all of that added up just did not lend itself for a successful crowdfunding campaign. And I think I was genuinely naive to the idea that this could happen. The people that were donating, I appreciate, and I will appreciate until the day I die. But I think early on I started realizing, this might not work. I think for whatever reason I expected it to just work without extra work having to go into it, which was just delusional. This sort of cocktail of a bad script, an immature script, a real reluctance for me to even open up about this and admit that, hey, I'm dealing with this thing and I'm making a script about this thing, as well as the arrogance of, hey, if I put it out there, it's gonna get funded, right? You know, I've made music videos, I've made short films, like I clearly this thing's gonna get made. I don't know what I was thinking, I genuinely don't. We did not even remotely reach our Indiegogo goal. So we had a problem. We had a film that needed a specific amount of money to be shot as it was written, and we did not even get close to what we needed. We had so many incredible people try and help us out and make this happen, and because of them, eventually the film did get made. But our current structure, our current script, our current plan to travel 3 hours away and make this film in Barrington, it was not going to happen, which was a very, very hard pill to swallow. I felt quite defeated at the thought that we just couldn't make this movie. But after a very long period of thinking and looking at this and saying, well, if I put all my money into this, which I did not have a lot, if we are very clever about this, if we find ways to do this, I think we can make it happen. Except that wasn't the case. I didn't hit that conclusion. The conclusion I did hit was that this is impossible. I felt that we had an impossible task that we could not accomplish because we did not have the money we needed to make it happen. So I made the decision to cancel the film.